All right, on today's lesson, we are solving problems with extra information. And it says, read each problem, cross out any extra information, then solve. And the way we're going to do this, we're going to find our information first. We're going to circle it, and then we're going to find out what our question is asking us. And then we need to go back and eliminate the information that we don't need. On this first one, it says Emma solved 9 math problems and answered 7 reading questions. Her sister solved 8 math problems. How many math problems did they solve in all? So we have 9 math problems, 7 reading questions. Her sister solved 8 math problems. And our question is, how many math problems did they solve in all? I'm looking for the math problems. So I'm going to go back here. We have 9 math problems, 7 reading questions. Does that have anything to do with our question? No. So I'm just going to draw a line through it. Her sister solved 8 math problems. So we can find this out. We can either do a comparison bar or a comparison drawing. And if you want to do a comparison bar, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the math problems we have. Emma did 9, her sister did 8, and so we can find the total of these. And to do that, we have to add this up. So I'm going to go 9 plus 8 is 17. So our answer is, how many math problems did they solve in all? 17 math problems. On number 2, it says, Mark had 6 shirts and 5 pairs of pants. Today his aunt gave him 4 more shirts and another pair of pants. How many shirts does he have now? I have 6 shirts, have 5 pairs of pants, and his aunt gave him 4 more shirts and another pair of pants. But my question is, how many shirts does he have now? I need to go back and see what information I need to use to answer this. We have 5 pairs of pants. Is that going to help me? No. Another pair of pants? No. But I know he's got 6 shirts and his aunt gave him 4 more. Am I getting more shirts or less shirts? I'm getting more, so I'm going to have to add this up. I'm going to go 6 plus 4, and 6 plus 4 is 10. If you want to do a comparison bar or a comparison drawing, you could. So how many shirts does he have? 10 shirts. And remember, anytime you get an answer to a question, go back and see if it makes sense. The next one, a parking lot had 179 cars and 95 trucks. Then 85 cars left the lot. How many cars are in the parking lot now? I've got 179 cars, 95 trucks, then 85 cars left the lot. How many cars are in the parking lot? I am looking for cars. The information I do not need is the 95 trucks, so I'm just going to cross it out. I don't need it. So we have 179 cars. It says then 85 cars left the lot. Are we getting more cars or are we getting less? We're getting less because 85 of those cars left. And we're taking away something, a number, so when we do that, we have to subtract this. So let's subtract 9, subtract 5 is 4. 7 subtract 8, I can't do that. So I'm going to ungroup my hundreds, put it with my 7. I've got 10 groups of 10 plus my 7 groups of 10 is 17 groups of 10. Subtract 8 is 9. So how many cars are in the parking lot now? 94 cars. All right, on this one it says, Laura had some roses in a vase. From her garden she picked 7 more roses and 6 daisies. Now she has 12 roses in all. How many roses did she have at first? What's my information? Laura had some roses in a vase. We actually want to know this. From her garden, she picked 7 more roses and 6 daisies. Now she has 12 roses in all. My question is, how many roses did she have at first? Well, let's go back and see what we don't need. Do we need daisies? No, it has nothing to do with our daisies. We're going to pause the video. Pause it, take your pencil, take your paper. See if you can write this down and figure out the problem. Okay, on this, we are trying to, let's write our situation equation. It says, Laura had some roses in a vase. So let's write an equation. I'm going to put a variable here. I'm just going to put R for roses. She had some roses. How many? I don't know. From her vase. Then she picked 7 more roses. More means I'm going to add. So we're going to add that to 7. Now she has a total of 12. So I could find the equation on this. R plus 7 equals 12. My solution equation would just be what plus 7 equals 12, or 12 subtract 7 equals what? Well, 12 subtract 7 is 5. So R equals 5. And my answer is 5 roses. And if you wanted to do a comparison bar, you could have done this. You could have put the total. So the total is 12. That's 12. The roses she had, I don't know how many she had at first, and then she had 7 more. And what plus 7 equals to the 12, or 12 subtract 7 equals what? Is 5. So there's a couple of different ways we could have figured this out, but our answer is 5 roses. All right, on our last problem, it says Nico had 245 pennies and 123 nickels. His brother gave him 89 more pennies and 25 more nickels. How many pennies does Nico have now? Pause the video. I want you guys to find the information that you need to use and eliminate the information you don't need, and see if you guys can figure out the problem, or the answer to the problem. All right, let's go back. We have Nico has 245 pennies and 123 nickels. His brother gave him 89 more pennies and 225 more nickels. How many pennies does Nico have now? We are trying to find out how many pennies. So the nickels, I don't need. I'm just going to cross that out. I don't need any of the nickels. But he had 245 pennies, and it said his brother gave him 89 more pennies. So if he's getting more pennies, we have to add that. So we're going to go 245 plus 89 to see how many pennies he gets. 5 plus 9 is 14. I have 4 ones. I've got one group of 10. 1 plus 4 is 5. And 5 plus 8 is 13. I've got 3 groups of 10 and 1 group of 100. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So he has 334, don't forget your units, pennies. All right, there was just a couple of problems on how to find problems with extra information in it. Hope you'd enjoy this. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.